Now, Dallas takes their franchise record 10-game winning streak on the road Thursday night at the Vikings. 2 Chainz is still with us?
I'm still here. I'm not going anywhere. Yeah. The seat feels good, too.
Yeah. You see how she referenced that? Skips Cowboys.
Yeah. It is Skips Cowboys.
He's been claiming them. He claims them in the Spurs.
Yeah,
he claimed them type of
I've been claiming them because I support them through thick and thin, and right now it's thick.
Yeah.
Yeah, real thick.
It was thin for about 20 years.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean, seriously, though.
Will the Cowboys win it all this season?
The Cowboys win it all this season?
Yes.
That's a good question.
That is a great question.
They look good. Let me say that. Their offensive line is the best line in the whole league.
Correct.
I think the rookie quarterback, running back is like a sensation since kind of like the Fab Five. To me, I think that's exciting.
That's true.
I think it's like good. They're
That's
the
a good
youngest guys
analogy.
on
I
the
like
field, and they running it. And they probably had a little. I think they interviewed both of them the other day. It's kind of cool that they doing that.
But
keep going. No, you're on the right track.
I'm on the right track, but then because I was talking about one side of the ball.
Yeah.
And then we have to talk about.
We don't have to talk about the other side of the ball.
Well, they have to play defense something Monday.
They really don't.
They keep the ball half the game,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
then they have to stop somebody.
Two-thirds of the game, they keep the ball.
They keep the ball.
So the other third, we don't really need to talk about.
Well, we do, though, still.
Yeah.
It's something that we should talk about, though.
Yeah. Well, talk to me about it.
They playing excellent. They playing great. Defense could be a little better. I mean, everybody's defense.
Chainz, are they gonna get the title this year? Are they gonna get a chain this year?
Which I don't know. They playing good. This might be their year.
No.
But so you just hate to admit it, to give in.
Because I mean, let's okay. They're playing the best football that they played. Romo's no longer a distraction. They have a winning record. They have the best team or the best
offensive line,
the best offense in the league. And but everybody, to me, I feel like you need defense. And I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they played good enough defense to have this record.
Did you grow up with any Cowboy hate taught to you?
No.
No?
No. I like Michael Irvin. I thought Troy Aikman was the truth.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw T.O. at the Lakers game.
I wouldn't throw him into that equation.
But still, he was a part of the cloth.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
And so, yeah, I grew up, but I thought most people were bandwagon Cowboy fans. Like she tried to say about, because it's a situation where where was all these fans last year? We have all.
They were hiding somewhere.
Yeah, but that's why I can't. Because I'm gonna ride with my Falcons no matter what, and I grew up a 49ers and a Falcons fan, and no one's really like proud of the 49ers right now, but I'm gonna ride with them.
Why 49ers?
Because I grew up, my father like
Lakers and 49ers.
Yeah, that was his thing, and it was a time where I think everybody, enjoyed watching the 49ers play with Rice and everyone around.
So you picking the Falcons to win it all?
Yeah.
There you go.
I need Arthur. Yeah, I need I got
Arthur
floors.
Blank,
I need a field.
There you go.
Seats.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel good about the Falcons. I feel good about watching the Cowboys. Who else do I feel? As long as the Patriots have a heartbeat.
As long as they have number 12, is what you're saying, right?
He's pretty good.
You think he's? Are you saying he's overrated?
Number 2, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Do I feel like Tom Brady's overrated? I don't think he's overrated. I do think he is a systematic quarterback. Now, if the quarterback for the Falcons and the quarterback for the Patriots were to switch, I would like to see how that kind of.
I can tell you what would happen.
What would happen?
Atlanta would win the Super Bowl. That's what would happen.
With
the weapons, yeah, it would be instant Super Bowl for the Atlanta Falcons. So you should pray for that switch.
You see what he did there, Chainz? He undermined Bill Belichick. He tried to diminish what that man had accomplished.
I thought that's what is that what I just heard?
Yeah, that's what you heard it. You heard it.
It's all about Brady. Brady much more valuable than Belichick. We know that.
What did he say? Man, Belichick put anybody in any. It's like, man, I've never.
Go ahead, talk.
Overrated.
This your Cowboys. Go ahead, Skip. Talk about the Cowboys. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't even want to talk about the Cowboys. Chainz already.
We got to finish this Cowboy conversation.
This is like saying Pop is overrated. That's not true. This is one of the best coaches in our life.
Did you just say Popovich?
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's. You think he's overrated too?
I think that was mostly about Tim Duncan. He was the leader of that franchise, and they are missing Tim Duncan as we speak. They're having to find a new way, a new identity. Yeah, I think both those coaches are somewhat
You don't think
overrated.
the Spurs will be there when it's time to be there?
I'm not sure about this year's team. Transition year.
They're going so.
Okay, now back to the team
Okay, let's
of
go back
the
to
moment, the Dallas
Sorry,
Cowboys.
let's get back on.
Okay, so
I don't know if they're going to win the Super Bowl. Maybe they'll go though. Let's say that. Maybe they'll
Okay,
go.
well, if they go, I'll be happy because that'll be
Maybe they'll
Cowboys,
go.
New England.
I'll say they'll go.
Right. Okay,
They'll go.
thank you. Here's what's happening. It took you a long time to get there because most people will not give in to what's happening in Dallas right now, Dallas-Fort Worth. What's happening is that this kid from nowhere, from Mississippi State, drafted in the 4th round, has changed life with the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
He's changed the whole culture. He's made them believe on both sides of the ball. They overachieved like crazy on defense. I can't make any case for them statistically, but when it's time to make a play against Kirk Cousins and the Redskins on Thanksgiving, the defense can make a play here and there. And that's all they need because mostly the offense is going to dominate the football because it's going to be 11 plays, 12 plays, 13, 14 play drives for touchdowns. And they cash. Not many field goals, mostly they cash. 4 times they cashed on Thanksgiving with touchdowns and made this man eat day after crow. It was 3 days after actually Thanksgiving. Had to come back in here and be humiliated again to sit in that hot seat across from me and have to say, yeah, they did it again. 10 straight times they've won football games. But mostly outside Cowboy Nation, nobody wants to give in to them because they say, well, Jerry still owns them and Jerry will find a way to screw it up. He might. But I think this kid is canceling out even Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
All the bad Jerry has been pushed into the background by Dak Prescott. Yeah. He is, to me, the runaway MVP right now. It's not even close.
Wow.
He leads in the biggest stat in quarterback rating called QBR.
Wow.
He leads the league over the great Tom Brady. And yet the world won't give into it. He will not give into it. There's still doubt in the back of your mind or hope in the back of your mind that they will somehow meet their demise. And I think you're going to be eating a whole lot of crow from here on to the Super Bowl.
My crystal ball change over here is a little fuzzy, but
Okay,
when it clears up, no, I don't see them there.
You don't see them?
No.
What
They are
you see going
10th in takeaways. They're 27th in the league in takeaways. Cowboys are on pace. NFL been playing football for 97 years.
Okay.
They're on pace to be one of 5 teams to ever allow a quarterback to complete 70% of his passes in a 16-game schedule.
Who cares?
Cowboys
I
have
don't.
never won a Super Bowl when they've been ranked outside of the top 10 in total defense.
Who cares? It's a new way, new day.
You see what Skip does?
Okay, well, I see where both of you guys are coming from. You said it's a new day, what you have to believe in. You're going by stats. You're going by number.
Yeah, you can throw them out.
Best way to predict the future is what? Capsulate the past.
Yeah, I think Chains has come around. He's starting to believe in
Change with the home team.
Well, you know, I'm excited about Dak as well. I mean, it's just something, you know. And then in football, who doesn't want more excitement to come back? You know, with them stripping all the excitement.
Cowboys aren't exciting though. All they do is run the ball and go.
They kind of exciting.
Put your hand down.
I like it. That's
They kind of
exactly
exciting.
right.
That's kind of. I mean, you can't even do nothing. They're gonna probably make them stop doing that in a minute. But
You can do the role if you want.
Yeah.
Shane, when you come back next time, you can't be wearing black. Cause look how y'all do me.
Well, black that symbolized the Raiders, really. That's really.
Well, how many teams you got? Now that
I'm not a Raiders fan now. I used to like it when it was starter coat time. And
Yeah.
you know, we did it then. But no, I'm just saying that's what black was symbolized. That's the first thing. Like, ever since I've been young, like that would, in my mind, no matter what's going on, I feel like a Raider if I'm wearing all black.
Outside of the Falcons, who's your favorite football team? Your favorite football team outside of the Falcons?
It's the 49ers, but we can't talk about it. There's nothing to talk about.
Yeah, not this year.
It's nothing to talk about,
We
right?
already talked about
Let's go to
Miami's
something
taking them down. Coming up, what does 2 Chainz think about all the feuds Josh Norman is getting into? We'll ask him next. Let's have you.
What's up? How you doing?
Good to see you.
All right, Skip, what's happening?
And I love the expression that's going up the front of your
Hey, man.
top there because that's what I always say to him. You cut me off, man.
Yeah.
You cut me off.
He wasn't going anywhere in a hurry anyway.
Yeah.
So I cut him off.
Okay.
Well, you've got your website, 2chainshop.com, where you can buy the Davin Santa sweater. How did this come about?
Yes, last year I had a successful ugly sweater that I made over $2 million in profits, and I have some for you guys here.
Oh, I like
Oh,
this.
So
awesome.
I have this website called twochanshop.com where we actually take people's stories. We vet through them. We see which people are really in need, and we just give a lot of the money back into the community, and we try to help individual people. And it's in my belief to try to help it trickle down. Hopefully they have kids, and it's something that they can just grow up and remember. So if they go to twochanshop.com right now, they can get it for like,
Hey,
I'll give it
appreciate
half off. You check it out. There you
Awesome.
go. You might like green. That might be for you.
Green for me?
Yeah, I like. Yeah,
I don't know. I like the sauce Santa, though.
like the
No,
sauce?
you ain't getting you green. And that little
I've got the sauce, though, Shannon. Don't forget that.
Yeah, so
That's
this
awesome.
is something, man. This is just like this is my form of having like my charitable contribution. I thought it could be innovative. I use my platform in different kind of ways, and this is the way I like to use it around Christmas time.
That's
appreciate it.
awesome.
Good looking
Thank
out.
you so much
So
for that.
before Joy gets to the question, we were just talking about your game, your basketball game. You're a good high school player, played at Alabama State.
That's right.
Give us your view of how you played the game of basketball.
I felt like I was a true 6'5" point guard who could see the floor. Any given time, I could have my own triple-double. But I thought, it was a little confusing because as a point guard, I still had the shoot first mentality.
So you was more Russell Westbrook than Magic.
I'm way more Russell, way more James than Magic. But my passes were Magic-like, meaning I didn't do too much jump stop, and I like to get in the air and try to make a decision in the air, which wasn't good at the point guard position either. But
was defense optional or?
I'm not good at sliding my feet.
No. Okay.
I mean, I like to turn them into help, and then I like to blame the help if my guy scored. You supposed to block that. I send them your way. I was good at like cutting off half the court because I was so long.
Yep.
And then the rest is up to like, my guys behind me.
So you still hoop now?
Yeah, I played a little ball yesterday. I'm a little sore. I'm going to probably get the masseuse to come over later and touch me up with some hot stones. But I went out there yesterday and I controlled the floor. We was going to 15. I had 6 points.
What did the other guy that you was guarding have?
I didn't cross the court. I don't know. I don't know what he had. I don't know what he had.
So a little hard in that.
This is my first love. Sports is my first love. Basketball was my true first love. I've been playing this since I was 7 years old. And it's just something, and I can be going to church full suit. If I see a ball on the ground, I'm shooting it, period.
Love that. Well, let's talk about your favorite NBA team. They lost by 5 last night to the Warriors and are currently on a 3-game losing streak. Atlanta is 10-8 and are currently the 6th seed in the East while defending the champion Cavs, and they are the 1 seed at 13-2. So, 2 Chainz. Do your Atlanta Hawks have a chance in the East against LeBron and the Cavs?
I'm optimistic that they can get to the conference finals. Very optimistic. We know that I feel that Cleveland is the best out the East. And then you got like New York, Chicago, Toronto, Atlanta. So we're in the thick of things. I'm very proud with how Dwight is playing. He's averaging a double-double. I went to the game against the Lakers the other night. We looked pretty good at the point guard position. So, traveling to the West Coast, being from Atlanta, I can understand them maybe losing a game or two because the jet lag really sets in on those flights. So,
you like Schroeder over Teague at point guard?
Man, I like Schroeder because he's just a scrappy guy. He's not really into the fancy stuff. I like Teague, too. I really like Teague. But I just feel like Schroeder's one of those guys that throws his body around a lot. And I kind of like the physicality of him a lot, the aggressiveness.
So how is Dwight fit back in, coming back home? You got a good feeling about it?
I think he's hometown hero. Of course, obviously, it's like, he coming back. I'm sure it's a dream of his. A lot of support in the stands, which is what Atlanta needs. We have, more people showing up to the game. He's playing better than he's played in a couple of years, whether it's injuries or just being comfortable in where he is. So I feel good about it.
Do you wish when he first had the opportunity, got out of Orlando, had come to Atlanta? Because Atlanta was in the running then, but, he felt they didn't have an opportunity to win the championship. He went to Lakers for a year, and then he spent, I think, 2 years at Houston.
Yeah. Well, first, I want to be very clear. I'm a huge Lakers fan. Like,
Right.
this was in my blood. Like, my father was a huge Magic Johnson fan, so I followed the Lakers ever since I've been born. And so that made me a super, super duper over the top Kobe Bryant fan.
Right.
So when Dwight came to LA, I was actually excited about it. I thought it could be this 1-2 combo again, you know.
Like Shaq and Kobe.
Yeah, you know, something like that with him running. I was really super excited about it. And, you know, things didn't pan out for whatever reason. And then, you know, me talking to him and having an internal relationship with Dwight, I knew he was really having back problems that year. Like, he had the surgery going on. And everybody knows that an athlete with back problems is hard to adjust and get into a good rhythm.
I still wonder if Dwight cares enough about winning. Like if he really, really cares about going every night and just putting it all out there every night.
Well, that's definitely the aura that Kobe brings to the game. He has that winning attitude by any means, even when he's losing. And even when he's supposed to lose, he feels like he's supposed to win. Dwight sometimes, I think, gets misunderstood for just being happy that he's playing.
Right.
You know, and not just realizing that he has this over-the-top blessing, that he had this over-the-top stature and physique, and that he's one of the most athletic people in that body, in that type of frame. I don't think sometimes he doesn't realize it because he's been in his body for so long. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like I'm saying, I do get the two type of people. You get the people that want to win by any means, and then you got the people that just want to play.
Yep.
And he can probably be looked at, you know, either or, because he hadn't really had a successful winning career in the league. But, you know, who knows? Maybe surround himself with some good hometown people can step that up.
So last night at Golden State, your guys from Atlanta, they gave a good account of themselves. They're well coached, they play hard, and they had 2 shots in the end to make it a basketball game. Schroeder drove, and Draymond blocked it, and it went out of bounds off Schroeder. And then Bazemore drove, and Draymond did it again, blocked it. And Steve Kerr said he'd never seen anything like this, off Bazemore, out of bounds. So you had 2 in a row that Draymond defensively just took the game over. But you hung in, and at that point you're down 4. So does that give you some hope that you could at least make Cleveland sweat a little bit?
Well, I think it gives the team confidence when you play that good against a Golden State with Durant. Draymond is one of those people that we talked about with the winning attitude. He wants to win by any means. That's just been his. I mean, that's his resume, right? And then you know you have Atlanta that probably came in, saw the bright lights, got intrigued, and then played close to the end to where they literally had a chance. So it's something that you can feed off of. It's something that Coach Bud could take back, can give them some, you know, as they look at tape, go over scouting reports, see what they need to do, what they need to fix, put people in different positions and in places, and who knows, we might can get a W one day. Coming out the East won't be easy, but at least we can. I'm optimistic that we can at least play for it.
What do you think of LeBron James? He's the best player in the NBA?
Yeah, LeBron James is the best player in the NBA.
You hear that, Skip? Why does everybody come on this? Everybody that comes on.
Who do you think?
Right now, Russell Westbrook is playing the highest level of basketball.
Yeah, he is.
All
but
around.
He doesn't have the same parts that LeBron had. Like,
No.
LeBron doesn't, and I'm sure he's happy he doesn't have to do as much work.
Yep.
Westbrook is another guy that doesn't just want to play. He has this winning attitude, this winning mentality. He doesn't care who his supporting cast is. I mean, averaging a triple-double is something that I hadn't seen. And so I'm interested in, and he just, I mean, how does he do it every night? He has the ball, you know, 80% of the time. 90%. Even on defense, he got the ball.
He does.
You know, and so, I mean, it's just a sight to see that what is he, 6'3" maybe?
Maybe.
Like
Maybe.
15 rebounds, like
Had
like
18 last night.
18
Yeah, 18
rebounds. I mean, and, you know, and he's getting offensive rebounds when he's supposed to be getting like floor balance as a point guard. He's still going in banging. So I mean, I gotta respect everything Westbrook is doing.
Okay, so LeBron's got Kyrie, and he's got Kevin Love, and he hadn't had much of JR yet, but he will have JR, and then we can just start going down the bench. They can all shoot
Shumpert,
threes.
Channing Frye,
right.
Dunleavy.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost unfair. Like to me, it's that team and everybody else.
That's
And I don't see, like, in your heart of hearts, I think you're telling us that you got no shot against Cleveland.
I mean, I'm from Atlanta, so I can't.
You got to be able
Yeah,
to
you
go
got to
back.
go back.
I
Yeah.
got to go back.
Well, but he lives in Atlanta, and he's all about LeBron James. So
Well, he's not from Atlanta. I'm from
That's
Atlanta.
true.
I go to
That
the
is true.
games. Harry the Hawk he talks to my kids. This is deep for me. I'm not gonna turn my back on the city. You know what I'm saying? So, Falcons, Braves, Hogs, I'm all in. But that's why I said optimistically. But when I look at it, I mean, I can still see that LeBron has really big plans on being there again this year.
We like to call Shannon a bandwagon fan.
Mhm.
Oh,
That's
really?
what we-
Yeah.
I didn't know that, Shannon.
what we-
I don't like that.
Jay,
Because
I'm
he
from
because
South
he
Georgia,
will
now.
hop off the
Oh, well,
bandwagon
you got the right to
quickly, too.
You can go anywhere. You can even play Alabama a little bit, being South
Well,
Georgia.
he
Oh,
does.
God.
He does.
You like St. Nick too, don't you?
Well, you got
You're
to.
Georgia boy.
Why wouldn't you though? Like
Skip talking about he ain't Nick.
Overrated. Come on. Defensively, they get torched. Every fifth game, they get torched.
He ought to be ashamed of himself. Huh?
That's for another time. Let's talk about a team Skip likes very much. Coming up, does 2 Chainz think the Cowboys will win it all this year?
Oh, here we go.
We'll ask him next.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
How about them Cowboys?
How about them?
Cowboys. Good.